interview my English teacher, Alice. She was born in America.
Hello, teacher.
Good morning.
What do you think about the European Union?
I think it's necessary for supporting its countries in an economic and social way.
And do you think that's something positive for its members?
Yes, of course, because the members of the European Union can have the opportunity of working in better conditions according to the different studies.
And what do you think about living into and abroad the European Union?
Mainly the feeling of being Europe, it's very important, and the usage of the same coin, of course. I think the linguistic richness is essential. Of course, the labor of the United Nations.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you. You're welcome.
Bye.
Now we are going to interview our primary English teacher, and now here he is.
Hi, Martin.
Hello.
What do you think about the European Union?
I think it's a good thing for all the different European countries that participate in the European Union, because we share the same coin, we share a same constitution, so I think it's very good for us.
Do you think that's something positive for its members?
No, I think it has a lot of positive things. It has what I said before about we have the euro, we have the parliament, we have different institutes that can help us and fix our differences.
Okay, and what do you think about living into and out of the European Union?
I think that inside the European community we had a lot of advantages. Before, when we weren't in the European community, it was a bit self-trading because we had to do our own things. So I think it's good to be inside the European community and not outside.
Okay, thank you very much for your opinion.
You're welcome, Maria.
Our last interviewer is Pilar, our primary school teacher, and she is now answering some questions.
Good morning, Pilar.
Hi.
What do you think about the European Union?
Well, I think European Union is a good chance that all the countries that belongs to European Union to know each other and to have the chance to learn and share experience and culture.
And do you think that's something positive for its members?
Yes, because everybody will learn about the other countries, how they live, how is their culture, their thinking, and they will learn to understand each other better and to have a common aim to go forward in the future.
Okay, and what difference have you seen between living within and out of the European Union?
Well, living in the European Union gives you the feeling of belonging to a big community, which each member is different, but all of us we got the same aims and the same values in all different, in education, economy, culture, thank you. And in a living out of the European community, but you don't have the feeling of belonging to a big group of, and you don't share the experience with other countries. So I think that's the more important difference between living in the European community or living out of European community.
Okay, I agree with your point of view. Thank you very much.
Now we are going to talk about the rights of the European Union.
Chapter 1. Human dignity, right to life, to integrity of the person, prohibition of torture, inhuman or degrading treatment, or
right to the liberty and security, respect for the private and family life, protection of the personal right to marriage and the right to found a family, freedom of thought, consequence of religion, freedom of expression and information, freedom of assembly and association, freedom of the arts and the science, right to education, professional freedom and right to the work, freedom of enterprise, right to the property, right of asylum, protection in the event of return.
Equality. Equality before the law, discrimination, cultural, religious, and linguistic diversity. Equality between men and women. Right of the child. Right of other person. Integration of person with disability.
Solidarity. Right information and consultation of employees in the company. Right of negotiation and collective action. Right of access, placement, service. Protection of injustice, fair and equitable work. Prohibition of child labor and protection of young people at work. Family life and professional life. Social security and social assistance. Health protection, access to services of general economic interest, environmental protection and consumer protection conditions.
Right to be voted and eligible in the election to the European Parliament and right to be eligible and vote in municipal election, right to administration, right to petition, freedom of movement and of residence, diplomatic and consular protections.
Justice. Right of effective judicial protection and to an impartial jury. Presumption of innocence and right of defense. Principle of legality and proportionality of the offense and penalties. Right not to be indicted or criminally sentenced twice for the same offense.
Have done this project since the primary and secondary school Pedro Poveda. I wish you